Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel PD Bros. So in this section we will be talking about the muscles of the pharynx. So in the muscles of the pharynx there are two types, that is constrictor of the pharynx and of course the longitudinal muscle of the pharynx. So first we focus on the constrictor of the pharynx. So there are three types of constrictor, that is superior constrictor, middle constrictor and inferior constrictor. So what's the shape of the arrangement? So these constrictors are arranged that inferior overlap the middle. So here inferior overlap the middle and middle overlap the superior constrictor, just like this structure. So the big cup and a small cup in present in that and a small cup present in inside it. So just like this structure, all the three constrictors are arranged. About the origin of the constrictors. So before going to the origin of the constrictor, we need to know this diagram is got a very important role for remembering the origin of this superior constrictor, middle constrictor and the inferior constrictor. So here we can see the medial pterygoid plate. Here we can see the medial pterygoid plate and here we can see the pterygoid humerus. So a ligament is connecting the mandible and pterygoid humerus. So this is known as the pterygomandibular raphe. Here we can see this in the green structure. Here we can see in the green structure, this is the pterygomandibular raphe. So this is the tongue and this is the part of the mandible. So the origin of the superior constrictor is from the pterygoid humerus and pterygomandibular raphe and medial surface of the mandible. Here this is the medial surface of the mandible and posterior part of the tongue. All these are the origin of the superior constrictor. Now for the middle constrictor. So middle constrictor originate from the following structure. So this is the styloid process. We can see this is the styloid process that present in the skull here, and this is the hyoid bone. You can see this is the hyoid bone, and the ligament that connect here is the stylohyoid ligament. So the origin of the middle constrictor includes the stylohyoid ligament. Here the stylohyoid ligament and in lesser corner of the hyoid bone and upper border of the greater corner of the hyoid bone. So the both lesser corner of the hyoid bone and upper border of the greater corner of the hyoid bone and stylohyoid ligament are the origin of the middle constrictor. Now for the inferior constrictor. So the inferior constrictor is itself divided into thyropharyngeus. So this one is the thyropharyngeus and this one is the cricopharyngeus. So where does the thyropharyngeus originate? It is originate from the oblique line of the thyroid. In this thyroid there is an oblique line. So it is originate from the oblique line of the thyroid cartilage, then from the tendinous band of the thyroid tendinous band and inferior corner of the thyroid cartilage. Here we can see the inferior corner. All these are the origin of the thyropharyngeus. Now for the cricopharyngeus, it is from the cricoid cartilage. All these are for, so both thyropharyngeus and cricopharyngeus constitute for the inferior constrictor. So all these are for the origin of this inferior constrictor. Now for the position of the insertion of the constrictors. Here we can see the pharyngeal raphe. Here it is the posterior aspect of the, this is the posterior view of the larynx. So all these constrictors are inserted into the median raphe on the posterior wall of the pharynx Here we can see the pharyngeal raphe. This is the, here this line is the pharyngeal raphe. Here this is the position where all the constrictors get inserted. So now let's discuss on the longitudinal muscle cord. Now let's discuss on the topic longitudinal muscle cord. So there are three longitudinal muscle, that is palatopharyngeus, stylopharyngeus and salpingopharyngeus. All these are connected to the pharynx. So let's discuss on first on the stylopharyngeus. Here this is the stylopharyngeus. The this muscle marked as 1 is the stylopharyngeus. So it is originate from the styloid process and it is runs between the superior and middle constrictor. Here both these are the all three constrictors are here. So it is present between the superior and middle constrictor. It runs between the superior and middle constrictor, run downward on the middle and inferior and runs downward. And now for the that is the palatopharyngeus. Here it is the palatopharyngeus and it is originating from the side of the palate. and runs horizontally on the inner aspect of the, and it is run horizontally on the inner aspect of all the consider. So it is runs horizontally on the inner aspect, and it is originated from the side of the palate. So it is originated from the side of the palate and runs on the inferior aspect of the all the consider. Now let's discuss on the salpingopharyngeus. Here this muscle which marked as 2 is the salpingopharyngeus. So it is originated from the auditory tube. Here we can see the auditory tube. So it is originated from the auditory tube and just descend downward, and it just fused with the palatopharyngeus. Yes, of course. Yeah, it is fused with the palatopharyngeus. That's all for the longitudinal muscle cord. Then in the next section we will be discussing on the structure in between the pharyngeal muscles. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you don't like it, dislike it. And subscribe my channel so that I will get motivated to create more videos for you. And click on the bell icon and click on the all so that you will get notification on my future videos. And share this video to your friends and comment this video so that I will improve my videos for you. Thank you, and we will meet soon.